Commission to still come to the House. When does he think it may be possible for the chair to appear before the House to brief the House on the activities of the Electoral Commission? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
However, the majority leader indicated that the Commission is undergoing some exercise, of which the House will be briefed in due course.
The commissioners have programs to fan out to various regions in the country to undertake some assignments. They have given an indication to us that they will be back to Accra on the 15th, and accordingly they will be able to avail themselves on the 16th. I thought that that would be too distant a date from now, given what issues that are coming up for consideration. So I'm strongly urging them to avail themselves on the 9th, that is the week before their own declared date to be available in the House. We've not been able to sort it out yet, even though I'm strongly pressing that they should be here on that day. Mr. Speaker, I believe latest Tuesday I should be able to tell colleagues that whether I've attained some success or not.
Parliament has today paid tribute to women who have and continue to contribute to peacekeeping pursuant to the International Day for the United Nations Peacekeepers held on 29th May each year. The theme for this year's celebration is Women in Peacekeeping, a Key to Peace. The official statement was delivered by the Honourable Deputy Minister for Defence, Oduro Derrick, and Member of Parliament for Nkranza North.
Mr. Speaker, the theme for this year's celebration is Women in Peacekeeping, a Key to Peace. The appropriateness of this theme cannot be overemphasized. The role of women in ensuring peace at home, the workplace, and in the community is something we as civilians of the world should endeavor to promote and ensure our continued existence. Mr. Speaker, 20 years ago, the United Nations Security Council adopted Resolution 1325 on women, peace, and security, which, together with the ensuing resolutions, have led to greater roles by women within the operations of the United Nations. And now, we have more uniform female peacekeepers than before. Mr. Speaker, since 29 May 1948, when the United Nations Security Council authorized the deployment of the first military observers in the Middle East, we have had more than 1 million women serving in various capacities in 72 United Nations peacekeeping operations. Their contributions in these missions have positively impacted the lives of millions of people across the globe. Mr. Speaker, may we therefore use this occasion to pay a growing tribute to our women peacekeepers in their role as mothers and partners in our quest for world peace.
I wish to indicate that the UN Resolution 1325 is actually underpinned by the contemporary multidimensional peace operations, and it is no wonder, Mr. Speaker, that that resolution itself makes it imperative for more women to be involved in peace support operations.
As a country, Mr. Speaker, we started UN peacekeeping operations in the 1960s, and we have served in over 65 UN peacekeeping missions. We have an enviable record, and we are amongst the first 10 countries of troop contributors to the UN. And, Mr. Speaker, it is gratifying to note that our military and police have held very top positions within peacekeeping at the UN, and it's a testament of the quality of our men and women in uniform. Mr. Speaker, the theme, Women in Peacekeeping, a Key to Peace, is very appropriate and significant, and we should recognize and applaud the important role that women play in peacekeeping.
It is right that today we need to celebrate peacekeepers across the world. Mr. Speaker, many peacekeepers across the world have paid the ultimate price, including our cherished women. And Mr. Speaker, many of these have dependents back home, but in the pursuit of serving humanity, they've lost their lives. They have to pay this ultimate, including this year, a Ghanaian peacekeeper. Mr. Speaker, that is the reason I join hands with all around the world to celebrate them, to thank them, and to say we, especially those in Ghana here, we applaud them with all our hearts. They make us proud.
In peacekeeping assignments beyond our shores. We salute them all this day, the living and the dead, and particularly our women in arms who have put the icing on the cake. We salute them. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.
John, Ufini, wow, Eddie, what boy Juma. I check a roofina, or you fell one cassa from Asatec. Oh, na same roofing is a baby bray, nice keke. Why the catcher? Asatec roofing sheet today, and your nice keke with the board dance were a chey and renache. They want to call us a hood of a fair bray. No one free roofing sheet, no dear. Who hear that will be out? Now, so the board dance were a year supampe. What means which Roman send your open roofing sheet? You tell the summer pepe. Mama poor Asatec when you're there. One of my technical advice na estimate free or professional installers nso a want your on-site installation ne boss kra da from pa oh yes quality and with that family Asatec 5 days pay na wonsa kan order na waye after sales service papa binso hwehwe Asatec Watema Community 2 Meridian Road Ebenkoko Board Warehouse Western Region so Asatec Takrade Anaji yene Princeland Hotel ene di hwene mu na Volta Region yewo Akachi South District Assembly kwan no so ha
Now, on to some business stories. According to energy think tank Institute of Energy Security, consumers of petroleum products are likely to pay more for the fuel they purchase at the various pumps in the first pricing window in June. The Institute of Energy Security explained that per its analysis, it expects the prices of fuel on the domestic market to go up. IES attributes this to the 23.25% surge in price of Brent crude oil, in addition to the 41.80% and 22.68% significant rise in the prices of gasoline and gas oil, respectively, on the international market. The marginal depreciation of the local currency would also be another determinant for the bulk distribution companies in selling to the OMCs, and that would definitely reflect at the pump. A litre each of petrol and diesel is currently sold for 4 cedis and 6 pesos on the average. The statement said for the last pricing window, Shell, Total, Goil, Allied Oil, Star Oil, Petrosol and Puma Energy joined other oil marketing companies to maintain prices at the pump. Now, the Western Regional Director of Health, Dr. Jacob Mahama, has said 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been identified, and with 50 asymptomatic cases through contact tracing. Speaking with the Western Regional Minister after an emergency meeting, Dr. Mahama noted that the infected persons who are likely to be workers of the Kwame Nkrumah FPSO and MV Lancelot have been isolated in Accra and Takoradi. Tullow Oil Ghana on Tuesday confirmed that 2 of its contact staff had contracted the virus, and the company has since initiated a general screening. Tullow earlier assured it had been following strict quarantine procedures for all personnel working offshore, including 2 weeks of government-approved quarantine. The company is yet to respond to the latest development. The Western region currently has 395 known cases, with Ghana's total confirmed cases rising to 7,616. Meanwhile, the Chamber of Agribusiness of Ghana, an apex body for coordinating agriculture sector players in the country, has revealed that agribusiness has lost 61.2% of monthly revenue as a result of COVID-19. According to CAG, the nationwide service seeks to assess the economic effect of COVID-19 on Ghanaian agribusiness. There is more in the following report.
The report noted that some small-scale agribusiness firms suffered the largest revenue shortfalls of about 77.4%, while large-scale firms suffered 55.4%, with a medium-scale agribusiness remaining in the middle with 75.2%. monthly losses in revenues. The report connected the shortfalls in revenue of some small-scale agribusiness compared to the large suffers with factors such as undeveloped business leakages, weak incorporation of technology, poor raw material supply chain, and innovatory management. Generally, the majority of agribusiness firms in Ghana lost revenue due to the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions and the social distancing protocol, as well as disruptions in adjustment agribusiness industry activities. Over 80% of agribusiness surveyed admitted that the pandemic has had a toll on their operations and services, with paramount effects including distractions in the normal business operation, increase in business expenditure, cut in supply or production, and difficulty in meeting monthly revenue targets, as well as honoring tax obligations or debt payments, among others. The agribusinesses have therefore expressed the need for support schemes that can help mitigate the effect of the pandemic on their businesses. Small-scale agribusinesses also call for formalization of their businesses as a topmost need to cushion them against the pandemic's consequences. Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana is also calling on government agencies like the Ghana Revenue Authority to assist smallholder farmers to plan and honor their tax obligations post-COVID-19 when the situation is normalized.
That is it for business. Next is sports.
Super na wanya pomuden se wo banum nso a hwe hu se eye mega purified mineral water eye nso a yetu ne baby pa asaso ne so se kroje se wonya mega purified mineral water bogu ubu a wo see you manum super mega mineral water de edanso esan say the modern technology so na ye ede na nkabia ne atri mega purified mineral water bacteria na mhen wa bewram eye very hygienic obia di one dance mega mineral water neatly packed for 500 ml bottles. na wani boswa na ukondonsio wobenya Migo purified mineral water to bebia to phone call dodo wa amount Tipa junction and now 050-7055-409 and now 055-392-1088 Migo purified mineral water akona kono.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, the Ghana Football Association is to receive a $1,850 financial grant from the Confederation of African Football due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This was after CAF emergency committees approved the immediate distribution of financial aid to member associations to support the management of football at the domestic level hugely affected by the disease. A total of $10.8 million will be transferred to the 54-member association on the continent as part of a relief plan to ease the financial burden on the African football community during these unprecedented times. Also, CAF is assessing the opportunity of additional financial support to member association for the resumption and organization of their domestic competitions. 2 weeks ago, CAF announced the distribution of $3.5 million to the participants of the interclub competitions for the 2019-2020 season. The two club competitions, Total CAF Champions League and Total CAF Confederation Cup, were suspended after the quarter-final matches due to COVID-19. Now, away from football, Eddie Hearn believes there will be at least some fans present when Joshua Anthony defends his heavyweight title to COVID-19 pandemic. However, Hearn is open to rebook the bout for October or November in a high-profile London venue with a small crowd of high rollers in attendance.
There is, because I think we have to. Although I do feel that we will see crowds back this year, actually, and I think every day that passes sort of gives me a little bit more positivity about that fact. But right now we're working on the assumption that AJ against Pulev will not be able to take place in a venue the size of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So our absolute priority for AJ Pulev is to stage that fight in the UK. Great for sport coming back, great for businesses coming back. Let's get the world heavyweight title fight taking place on these shores. That's the #1 priority. Yes, we've had interest from the Middle East, the Far East, yet to receive anything official from Croatia yet, but they've shown some interest as well. But we'd like to do it here. And we're starting to look at venues that are smaller, because I think as we open up live gates and as the government change the restrictions and legislations regarding mass gatherings, I do think it will go that way, from 500 to 1,000 to 5,000. So there is the possibility of staging AJ's fight in the UK. I don't think it will be behind closed doors, but I think if we can get some kind of number together, we can create some kind of exclusive event to keep that fight in the UK.
And that is it for sports. Now moving on to some entertainment stories. And tonight our entertainment desk takes a look at piercings. Piercings have a long history across the globe with some special significance to its beauty enhancement in Africa. Since time immemorial, Africans have been sticking pieces of metals through their skin. Currently, people get piercings for various reasons, such as aesthetic appeal, self-expression, or for sexual pleasure. Dorothy Mensah of the entertainment desk has more.
Ancient times, piercings are done for cultural or religious significance. Both men and women have more than 2 piercings on their ears. Others go as far as piercing their tongue, nose, lips, navel, belly, cheeks, eyebrow, chest, and even their private parts. Most of these people are classified as bad influence in the society. The entertainment news desk took to the Oxford streets, engaging people with multiple piercing on why that preference.
I have negative, some positive. Like negative, they say maybe some people look at me, maybe I'm a gay or this and this, I'm a bad guy. No, but likewise, some people, they love my piercing. Because of my piercing, they will come over to the shop to do their own piercing. I have like 4, like 5. Like 1 here, the 2 here, 5. Yeah. So I love piercing a lot. I love piercing.
Piercing is just a nice thing. I mean, you choose to do it when you want to do it. Sometimes you do it and people ask you, hey, hey, what I did this way back. I mean, it's been over 8 years since I pierced my ear, and I have done it twice. The first one I did this particular year, it was a bit painful. People attributed it to the fact that the piercing had to be in the middle of my vein, so the saw or whatever did not, get dried early. So I had to take it out and then do it again. So it took me about a year to do the other ear, and when I did it, I mean, it's fun. And since then, I've not taken the earring out. I take it out when I want to change my earring, especially when you want to switch from gold to any silver earrings. I change it and then I just put it back. I have not taken it off for more than a day before. It's nice though. Sometimes our families and friends see it as a bad thing. Just like when you trim your hair, people say that you're a shower girl or something. It's not about that. I mean, this is fun. This is what we want to do. This is a nice thing that everyone or most people would like to do.
Ghanaian reggae dancehall artist Samini is set to live stream.
Rearrange the alphabets so I could put you next to letter I. Take my heart, baby, carry go. If you leave me, baby, I go die.
Samini hinted that the concert is to help drum into the minds of Africans about the global pandemic. This is also the best time to stay together as one Africa and one world, he added. He said he wants to use this medium to implore all to stay home and stay safe to avoid the spread as we witness COVID-19 vanish gradually from the surface of this earth. Samini said he was also looking forward to reconnecting with his fans around the world. Untamed is also the title of his 22-track album released in 2018. The album peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Reggae chart barely 2 weeks after its release and won the Reggae View Album of the Year in 2019. It became the first African album to achieve that milestone. The COVID-19 crisis has put many musicians out of work, especially those who generate an income from live performances, and the situation has prodded many of them to think of different ways to make a living. Samini says musicians should envision themselves as entrepreneurs. In April, he was named among the 4 most impressive musician entrepreneurs on the top 50 young CEOs in Ghana list as the CEO of High Grade Family. The Untamed concert will be streamed live from Canada via Samini's YouTube channel at 8 p.m. GMT. Samini has been living in Canada for the past 3 months due to the international lockdown and travel restriction.
Popular dancehall artist Charles Ni Amamensa, known in showbiz as Shatta Wale, has broken his silence on the status of his signee militants. The self-acclaimed dancehall king disclosed that he sacked the group in January this year, but kept it a secret because he didn't want the issue to tarnish his brand. He revealed this in a Facebook Live video on Thursday, 28th May. Dorothy Mensah took to the street of Oxford to seek opinions of people on the decision Shatta Wale took on the SM militants.
when you beji and you check Yabremo and you tobe. Semedo kakra or fago pay. Passing I my mates no see away. Captain, add what them I say.
Me, I no want talk anything. Money they call me for my brain. Yamba Kinchiki.
I deserve Natalie, Joint 77. I sacked them. I shot it before January. Or in the middle of January or something. Long time. That's why I give them a pass and they go. Long time. But they did the group pages inside. Then they put some nonsense songs inside like it be me I write for them. And I don't want that dent to be on me. I don't want that image. Because the kind of things that they tell them say, hey, I deserve you sharp. Joint, you sharp. Hey, Natalie, you sharp. Captain, you sharp. Make you people do song. Make the fans feel proud of you. At least, people go get some of the fans. Make them to support your music. They need to go get money for top. Boys say they know they understand. At the self, they feel gang up. Then you are the self where you know they feel right there. You feel gang up. If they play beat for you where you know they feel enter, they feel gang up with Joint 77, Natalie, Captain. Then they tell them say, one don't they from fool you people. You see that life way some people can show me some time ago way. I know mine. That's why I mean somebody tells you somebody even get talent. But they see the person like, take your talent. Because somebody get talent where you don't get sense.
There's another beef in the music industry, and this time around is the Shatawales and the militants. Whatever happened, we did not know, but there has been a betrayal, and Shatawale has fired or sacked the militants. Let's go to the streets whilst we ask answers to this question.
Oh, Shatawale didn't do well because you shouldn't have sacked all of them. It's just one person who did that, but it's not all of them. So why didn't he give them a chance that rather than sacking them? This is not a nut, but they are human. Maybe there's always a change of mind. You get it? There's always a change of mind. So if someone has done this, I can tell you that this person has done this, so it's because of this person. I hate all these people.
It's okay for me because
so you think it's
they are not doing anything for him, Shatta.
They are not doing anything for him?
No.
What do you mean by they are not doing anything for him?
Because Shatta alone can even perform anywhere. He can go anywhere, so it's okay for me.
I think Ghanaians supposed to understand Shatta by now. So I think what Shatta did is the best.
It's not an easy task to build a brand, like Mercy said. So it's okay for Shatawale to sack the militants. That is what some of our viewers and his fans think. But what do you think? Is it okay for Shatawale to sack the militants? For Adra News, I'm Adoatv.
Shatawale.